I'm Dr. Kim Sidel. I'm the 2015 Idaho Teacher of the Year, State Teacher of the Year. I'm also the 2009 Idaho Teacher of Excellence in Math and Science Presidential Awardee. So I've been to DC quite frequently talking to our legislators. These standards that we're talking about, they are developed and implemented by the professionals in this state, which are your teachers. And unfortunately, our teachers are not represented like they should be. They are not respected, and if you just, everything is, it's teacher's fault, teacher's fault. People ask me, how do we get our kids ready for college so they're not taking remedial classes? I was a math teacher in the West Ada School District, the McCall-Donnelly School District, and Meadows Valley School District. So very rural to very huge. And I also taught in California. One of the things, I'm going to digress a little. No Child Left Behind, when it was implemented in California, I cheered. Because in that state, if your last name was Hispanic, remedial. If it was Oriental, advanced. That didn't match. And I had to fight for my Hispanic kids to get into the advanced classes, and for my Asian kids to get in the level that they really were at. Just because you're one or the other doesn't mean what you can do. The big thing that we need to teach our kids is how to collaborate, how to talk to somebody, communication, how to communicate civilly, how to discuss civilly. I like this discussion that's going on here. We need to have that discussion. We need inputs from both sides, and they need to be done civilly. Go to your school board meetings. Talk to your classroom teacher. We need creative thinking. My son was one of those kids that did not do very well in public school because he thinks outside the box. And I had to keep reminding him it's okay. Now he's a computer engineer making more money than I ever saw. I mean, my paycheck was his bonus. But we allowed him to go his own way. If you're not being challenged, don't blame the standards. That's a school issue. If your student is special ed and not getting the services, that's a school issue. It's not the standards. When they implemented the math standards as a math teacher, that was hard. Unfortunately, we kind of got the cart before the horse. The standards came out before the teachers were trained, so the teachers struggled. My daughter's an engineer. Her daughter is in school now, and hit those new ways of doing math, and she's calling me, Mom, how do you do this? I said, go talk to the teacher. Make sure that teacher can explain it to you, because if she can't, go to the principal, because there's a problem at your school. Kids learn how to do math many different ways. You have the kids that can do the traditional, and then you got that 10% or more that the traditional makes no sense. And I've had people come to me and say once they learned these other ways, fractions made sense to them. So we need to be able to teach in different ways. The other thing we need is that critical thinking. We need to teach our kids to cite where they're getting their information. There's so much stuff out there because they're Googling, as someone said. If they Google it, that must be the truth. No, it's not. Look at the source. Common Core State Standards in math was started not by the feds. It was started by the council. I mean, it's CCSSO, so it's council.
Council of State Schools Officers.
Help me out.
Chief Council of State Schools Officers.
So these are all from all 50 states. They're the ones that started it, not the feds. And then it came to Idaho, and we got to work on it with teachers to implement it, and we can implement it what's best for our schools. So talk to your boards, your school boards, talk to the teachers if you don't like what's happening in your school. And support the teachers. And I'm retired now, so I didn't have to go to school today, but I'm going to my old school tomorrow to help with registration. And I thank all of you because I know you are exhausted. Thank you for coming.